Hello, everybody. Welcome to Jumping in an Elevator, the podcast where I mic from the Grammy award-winning YouTube channel MicsMike. It's true. I talk into a high-quality microphone. I have heard murmurings that people want me to rename the podcast Michael's Microphone. And I just want to let you know that I am perceiving that. It does make sense because I am Michael and this is a microphone. Whereas on the main channel, I'm Mike and that's a mic. So many things to be considered. I have, however, done 27 episodes under the guise of Jumping in an Elevator. So what now? Maybe we just keep the main name for now, at least. Special welcome to Charlie. Hello, Charlie. I don't even know if you are British, if you've got a British accent, but I've just given you one because all Charlies are British. That is factually correct. Even Charli D'Amelio, she just puts on an American accent because she's that talented. She has 7 Oscars for a reason, everyone. Don't discount Miss Charlie. Meryl sees her and takes notes. Charlie, I hope all of your deliveries arrive on time. Yeah, that is so topical for me. Oof. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. But first, I just wanted to say that this was an emergency re-record of the podcast episode that was supposed to be going up this week. So I had recorded an episode and I was editing it yesterday and I sounded... How do I put this? I sounded like... I don't even know. Like, the words that I was saying were factually words, correct. Did those words make sense together? Sort of, not really. And it went for like an hour and it just turned into me discussing how I would do my album rollout. And that was not the topic of the podcast. And also I was like, I don't want to be giving the girls my secrets. Like if I decide to become a pop star and I am doing an album rollout, you'll see that shit when you're meant to see it. Other updates. So yes, I posted on Instagram and I was like, girlies, I need an assist here, babes. What do you want me to talk about for the podcast? And there was a bunch of different stuff. A lot of people were asking me to talk about dating. No, absolutely not. To give an indication on how that's all going, my most recent foray into the T word app involved someone ignoring me and then messaging me saying, I saw you on my For You page. You didn't tell me you were famous. May as well just find the nearest cliff. Control F cliff on Google Maps and then just go and deal with that situation. So there's that. I don't try anymore because there's no point because it's just going to be shit. So... Yeah, there's a little sample of that pop starness that I've got inside me. Yeah, add a little auto-tune on the top of that. No survivors. Okay, so we're going to be talking about fashion because that was something that people wanted me to talk about. I'm going to be talking about men's fashion, how shit it is. And then, the way that I said how shit men's fashion is and I immediately thought of Shawn Mendes, that is not shade. I don't know why I said men's fashion is bad. Immediate thoughts, Shawn Mendes Met Gala. That's not shade. That's just, I'm putting two pieces of information together. He doesn't have shit fashion. No, he doesn't. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about the Met Gala as well. I'm doing a little screen record moment. So I've got some info about the Met Gala and we're going to look at some looks from the past 25 years of the Met Gala. So if you are listening and you want to see the looks, you're welcome to jump on over to YouTube. But of course, you can still listen to it. I try to make a point of making everything accessible on either platform. So it'll still be entertaining if you want to listen to this episode. What else was I going to say? Oh my God. Okay, so the shipping thing, like the shipping thing I mentioned at the start. Oh, bitch. Like, just a little note. If you want to set up a label, so like how I'm setting up the merch label, just don't do it. Just don't do it. It's an absolute fucking nightmare. It is... How many months have I been saying that I've been working on this? And just like every single time that I think I'm nearly done, something just pops up out of nowhere. So I'm currently dealing with some export and import laws at the moment, which is so much fun. I love it. I love it. It's so exciting. I have the website pretty much done. All the designs are done. The shirts are done. The suppliers are ready. Everyone's ready, but we can't export anything because of laws, and also the 5.2, which has really just thrown a spanner. So I'm just kind of on standby at the moment with that, just waiting for shit to get sorted. Oh, not the message. Sorry, I didn't mute, girls. Let me mute now. Was that important? Oh, well, if you don't know, not my cousin messaging me what's a good crypto site when I was telling the girls to get into crypto months ago. Now crypto's on the rise and everyone wants to talk about crypto. Why am I gatekeeping? I shouldn't be gatekeeping crypto. It's still going to go up. Anyway, babes. So, fashion. Great song by Lady Gaga. Fashion. Looking good and feeling fine. Looking good and feeling fine. Sway. Sway. Have you streamed Art Pop this week? That explains your bad mood, because you haven't streamed it. Speaking of bad moods, I am in a bad mood today. Have been in a bad mood for the last few days. It's so funny to me because the last episode of the podcast, I was like, yes, having such a good time in life. Boots, having so much fun. Spill, Prince Spilliam, Spilly Eilish. And now I'm like, But I am, and that's just the duality of life, okay? We move, regardless. Also, the wall is almost done, you can see. At least the area of the wall that you can see in the camera frame is almost done. There's other parts of the wall to be done, but not pressing. Obviously, the most pressing part is the bit that's in the frame. I need to add some of the K-pop girlies. And then also some of the main pop girls as well, like Ariana and Billie need to be on there, but it'll all be done in time. To quote, who sings that song? It'll all get better with time. Yeah, I am a singer. It's true. So, men's fashion, ill. Basically, ill. The crux of it, 3 words, men's fashion, ill. Me personally, ooh. If you look at my fashion from, I wouldn't count high school as a period to be discussing my fashion because there was really not much happening there at all. I would say I was just doing the absolute bare minimum. I was just dressing to survive at that point. So we're not going to count that. Uni fashion, if I met my 19-year-old self now, I would slap him. And I'd tell him, what are you doing? Like, don't wear the skinny jeans. Do not wear the skinny jeans. You are not built for skinny jeans. You have childbearing hips and there are no childs to bear. Childs? There are no children to bear with those hips. But regardless, I was really going for the skinny jeans, wasn't I? And I seem to recall, like, my mum would always support me with whatever I was wearing. But sometimes I wish, like, Mum, you should have just told me that I looked like shit. Maybe I needed that lesson. Because sometimes I see pictures pop up from the year after high school and I'm like, no, this is so wrong. I was wrong for that. There's this one photo, oh my God, there's this one photo of me juggling. Yes, you're not getting context. I'm juggling and no. I think only one person knows that photo and that's my friend Paula. So Paula, if you're listening or watching this, shout out to you. And also, you can never speak on or share the juggling photo. It stays where it's buried. It makes me think, like, if I was like mega rich at that time, would I have dressed better? Like, money does not necessarily mean that you're going to dress better. You see how many like rich people just like put on a Gucci print and then just call it fashion? Like, I'm sorry. A monogram does not imply fashion. Like, yes, these luxury brands have really nice stuff, but the stuff that is like really nice stuff is usually not the monogram stuff. Or if it is the monogram stuff, it's like one feature piece. Like if you're wearing like a full Gucci tracksuit with the Gucci monogram and then like a Gucci bag and a Gucci hat and Gucci glasses. Like, it looks a little bit, I don't know, just not my vibe. But anyway. And then as I went through university, I was like really like preppy, like short sleeve, button up shirt. And then still wearing the fucking skinny jeans. Jesus. And then after uni, started working. Work fashion was very corporate. I would be wearing a chino for sure. A chino, and I was wearing suit shoes, and then I graduated to a boot, which was fun. We loved the boot moment for me. Very good for branding. And then I started wearing more fun stuff because I realized, like, actually, I'm just going to move the desk up a little bit. Sorry if there's random noise. I love this desk. It's very camp. Yeah, I realized because in consulting, if you are like techie, you can get away with being weird, and they just like put it on account of you being like a tech person. Fantastic. So I could just pretty much wear whatever I wanted to, but like I wouldn't turn up in a tracksuit. I would just like, I started dressing like a little bit more like street casual, and that was totally fine. So that was fun. And then I would say I've just been trying to buy less stuff, but nicer stuff, if that makes sense. So I have less clothes now than I did, say, a few years ago or a couple of years ago, but the stuff that I have is nicer. So like I'll usually have a few, I really love jackets and jumpers, so I'll try and have more jackets and jumpers than shirts or pants, because the shirt underneath doesn't really matter unless you're not wearing a jacket. Because if you're wearing like a shirt underneath and no one's going to see it, does it really matter if you're wearing the same shirt that you wore yesterday? Not really. But I love to have different kinds of jackets and stuff, and I usually match the jacket to the mood that I want to be. Like today I'm a little bit like growing out the mo, feeling a little bit Luigi, feeling a little bit Haunted Mansion. And this jacket, this little bikey number, it's just adding to that aesthetic. Yes, I'm wearing a merch shirt underneath. Ow. The website looks so good. Sorry to sidetrack again. But I'm very excited to actually sell the stuff, if I can ever sell it. Ugh, the photos look so good. The photos of the girls, not the photos of me. Ew. Ew. Editing photos of myself to put on a website. Ew. Gross. But I think where I am now with fashion is I'm having a lot of fun. I'm like more street skater vibes. I've said before, in my skater era without skating. And that involves slightly oversized shirts, baggy-ish pants, the occasional van. Also, like, I love a little bit like dancing clothes. I don't really wear much tight-fitting stuff anymore. And is that because I let myself go? Maybe. I was thinking going to the gym today to like all this pent-up rage about international export laws. Might just go fucking, what is it that the boys do? They go pump some iron. Yeah, lads, let's go, lads. Maybe I am one of the boys after all. What am I talking about? Fashion. Yes, but what about fashion? My current style. I'm trying to bring the rings back. Not wearing them right now, but I am going to be bringing the rings back. Also, necklaces, bit of fun. So, the Met Gala. They announced that Timothée Chalamet and Billie Eilish are co-hosting the Met Gala. And I'm just like, what does that mean for me, specifically? I wouldn't have picked those two. It's interesting. Like, obviously, I like them both. But I'm just like, as hosts of the Met Gala? Really? Weird. But then I can't even remember who hosted it last year, so there's that. What is the Met Gala? The Met Gala, formerly called the Costume Institute Gala or the Costume Institute Benefit, and also known as the Met Ball, is an annual fundraising gala for the benefit of the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute in New York City. God, how many words in that sentence? Also, the font on this oh my God, can I speak? The font on this computer is so small. I'm struggling boots. It marks the opening of the Costume Institute's annual fashion exhibit. Each year's event celebrates the theme of that year's Costume Institute exhibition, and the exhibition sets the tone for the formal dress of the night since guests are expected to choose their fashion to match the theme of the exhibit. I'm already confused because I heard that the designers pick the people. Like, if you go to the Met Gala, you don't pick a designer. Like, I'm not going to be like, hey, yo, Prada, hook me up. Like that's not going to work. They have to say that they want to dress you, I think. But obviously Prada will want to dress me. And apparently the tickets cost $30,000. Like, sorry? They need a contribution of $30,000 per seat to enter the 2019 Met Gala. Sorry? $30,000? Not an entire fucking engineering master's degree to get into the Met Gala. Bye, I'd rather get a PhD. But I'd also like to go to the Met Gala, just not pay for it. Met Gala was established in 1948 as a way to raise money for the newly founded Costume Institute and mark the opening of its annual exhibit. That shit's old. 1948. 73. 64 Zoo Lane. The first gala was a midnight dinner. Ugh. Midnight dinner? Ugh. I can't imagine anything worse. Eating late, problems. Problems. Also, like, how do you get there? How do you get back? And this was in 1948 as well. There's no Ubers. Were there cars? Bitch, of course there were fucking cars. You idiot. Okay, so then you just get someone to... Like, were there taxis? Oh, this is just too much to think about. Anyway. The first gala was a midnight gala, and the tickets were $50 each. Inflation. Based upon the legacy left by former Vogue editor-in-chief Diana Vreeland as special consultant to the Costume Institute since 1983, the Met Gala has become well known as a luxurious blockbuster event and is considered the jewel in New York City's social crown. New York City, kind of over her, to be honest. After watching Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief and then finding out that the fucking door to Olympus is the top of the Empire State Building or the Rockefeller Center, whatever it is, that pissed me off. I was like, ugh, you know? Can, like, New York City just stop being annoying? But also I want to go there, so what now? The gala is widely regarded as among the most prominent and most exclusive social events in the world. It is also one of the biggest fundraising nights in New York City, with $9 million raised in 2013 and a record of $12 million the following year. The Met Gala is one of the most notable sources of funding for the Institute, with contributions anticipated to surpass $200 million in total. What? After the 2019 event, since Anna Wintour's assuming the chairmanship of the Institute in 1995. Anna Wintour. She really is a girl boss, isn't she? That's fair to say. Anna Wintour is a girl boss. Anna Wintour, the song by Azalea Banks, bangs. She got them beats banging from here to Buckingham Palace. Yeah. Also, what's that other song that she has that's kind of like fashion related? It's called like 1991 or something. And it starts with a lady talking French. Obsessed with that song. It's so good. Like, oh. Azalea was getting it done. I'm hoping that she can be a little bit messy online and start releasing some bangers again. Because I think she's still releasing music that just isn't the hype at the moment. But I think she could get the hype back because she has the internet on her side. You know what I mean? Let's have a look at this 25 years of Met Gala themes. The Met Gala happens on the first Monday in May, which has passed. But apparently the Met Gala is in September. I'm slightly confused because they did say they were going to do 2 Met Galas this year because they didn't do one last year because of the 5-2. But then it's like, if it's in September, when's the next one? Are they expecting the money to be raised twice? Are people going to be paying $60,000? Ew. 2020 theme, about time, fashion and duration. What does that mean? Isn't the 2021 theme American fashion? What is American fashion? Taking everyone else's fashion? Dun dun dun. Kidding. 2019 camp notes on fashion. I loved the camp theme. I loved the camp theme. It was the fucking moment. It was so great. It was so much fun. So many good memes came out of it. Carly Kloss looking camp right in the eye, and she did. We got some cool looks. The Lady Gaga thing where she came in 4 looks. You knew Lady Gaga was going to eat that shit up because she is camp. Like, everything that she does is camp. So you knew she was going to turn up and get it done, and she did. So let's have a click through these outfits. So Lady Gaga came in 4 outfits. It was like, you reveal a piece, dun dun, new outfit, dun dun, another outfit. And it just reminded me how short Lady Gaga is. She's like 4 foot. Harry Styles came in that sheer number. It was, I think I was living for it at the time, but now I don't know if I'm living for it as much, but I still enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Jared Leto always like gets it done as well. He came with a replica of his head. Bit of fun, you know. Just a night out on the town. Oh, beep, beep. That's my Bessie and a Tessie. I've been seeing a lot of Tessies lately, actually. Maybe it's a sign. I can't afford a Tessie. Can't even afford a Bessie. I guess the summary of the camp theme is over the top. And I like how a lot of people leaned into that. It really pisses me off when there's a theme and people just don't do the theme. Or they don't do enough. I love it when they go over the top because it gives you a talking point. Like, even if you dressed over the top, but it didn't hit in the way that you expected it to hit, but people are still talking about it, maybe you won. Is there anything worse than being a man and turning up to an event where the theme is camp and you're wearing a suit and that's it? Instant jail. Also, I like the stairs at the Met Gala because it's very dramatic, you know. Like, you're walking upstairs, there's people on your left, people on your right. They want to get photos so bad. It's fan behavior. I loved that Ocean's 8 was set in the Met Gala. Very obsessed with that. Ocean's 8 ate the competition. We did not talk about Ocean's 8 enough. I would do a 3-hour live stream talking about how good the Ocean's 8 movie was. Not in a sense that it was a good movie, but it was so much fun. Like, there are so many plot holes, please. And then also, like, the technology side of it made me scream. I had to run into the wall several times, broke my nose, got plastic surgery. But it was fun, you know? Rihanna as a hacker, and she uses an 8-ball as a mouse. That's camp, okay? The Kylie Jenner and Kendall Jenner looks where they turned up looking like the evil stepsisters in purple and orange. I hated it at the time, but now I'm looking at it like, that is so fun. Like, all these looks are so fun. I think the camp theme will go down as one of the best themes. And I think people will look at the photos of the outfits in the next 10 years or something, and they're going to be like, whoa, it was a sign of the times. Harry Styles vibes. So 2018 was Heavenly Bodies fashion in the Catholic imagination. Random theme. I want to know what the thinking behind picking that as a theme was. Anna, how does that mind work? But we also got some big looks from this. If you think, I think Blake Lively is one of the standouts from that year. If you look up Blake Lively Met Gala, you can see it's like lots of regal colours. It's very dramatic. She looks like someone from the Tudor, how do I say that? Tudor period, which I guess isn't Catholic, is it? But that's the kind of aesthetic that I'm getting from that. I would say this thing was more classic. Who knew I'm a bloody fashion commentator? God. Lots of big dresses. Lots of boring fucking suits. Lots of men needing to do more. But the girls turn looks. And I'm so glad they did. Then in 2017, it was Comme des Garçons' Art of the In-Between. I don't really know much about this one. I think this was maybe a little bit before I started getting into talking about the Met Gala and everything like that. But there's some fun looks, quite boring. 2016, fashion in an age of technology. It's Manus ex machina. Shout out to, is that Latin? Shout out to the Latin girlies. Hope you're all doing well. This is when we got that Beyonce plastic dress moment. Don't know if it was plastic. Looks like plastic. Kim Kardashian turned up looking like a little bit of a robot. And we love that for her. Yes. Bitch. This was one where Zayn turned up with a fucking metal arm. We won. What year was this? 2016. 2016. Yeah. Big fan. Is this the one where Zendaya turned up looking like Joan of Arc? No, she would have done that for the Catholic theme. That was cool too. There's a picture of FKA Twigs and Robert Pattinson together. They had to break up. And you know why? Because they were too powerful. That coupling could not last. There's just too much swag, you know? Swag levels over 3,000. Critical levels of swag. Earth-shattering levels of swag. Cosmic event levels of swag. It couldn't be sustained. I guess that 2016 thing was lots of silvers, lots of like black shiny fabric, a lot of white as well. So quite monochrome. Don't know why Ivanka Trump is wearing red. Sis, do you know the theme? Clearly not. Zoe Kravitz was wearing a mask. Ahead of her time, maybe. Miranda Kerr, shout out to Miranda Kerr, Australian bestie. Margot Robbie, another Australian bestie. 2015, China Through the Looking Glass. This is where Beyonce came in that gold sheer number. Here we go. Beyonce in a Givenchy dress and Lorraine Schwartz jewelry. Me too, though. If I were you, I'd want to be me too. To quote Megan, the trainer. Another pic of Robert Pattinson and FKA Twigs together. Stop it, Vogue. Stop doing this to me. I love Twigs' dress here. It's like a little colourful avant-garde moment. And there's like pieces of fabric shaped in hands and legs and bodies. And they're all like entwined around her. It looks so cool. That is so cool. Have I not seen that before? What is she wearing? Christopher Kane. Shout out to Christopher Kane. I know you're listening. I know you're watching. Robert Pattinson in Dior Men. He looks good. He does look very good. Very boring boots. Not actual boring boots. I've just been saying boots at the end of sentences for some reason. But he looks good, unfortunately. Jennifer Lawrence. It's been a while since I've seen her. She's been stuck in District 13. Cara Delevingne. Does she look good because she's Cara Delevingne, or does she look good because she actually looks good? I think it's the former. John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. Didn't she get like bullied off Twitter or something? I seem to recall a headline about that. I thought it said James Charles. I was like, why was he there? Sofia Vergara getting it done. I would say for this theme, this is more chill vibes, like usual event vibes. It seems like people kind of just took something they would wear to the Grammys and they said this counts as a theme. Sure, why not? Grimes. Bestie, what? We will continue without discussing that outfit because I don't think what I have to say would further my journey to become friends with Grimes. But everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Alexa Chung looks cool. It's like a satiny pink look with floral over the top. I'm starting to get confused if I'm in the right picture set for this theme because it's supposed to be China Through the Looking Glass. But then as I'm looking at these images, they don't look very China Through the Looking Glass. Like, girls, what's going on here? Give me something to do, like something to talk about. It's getting weird. I think we have to move on. Interesting. A lot of people just said, let me wear red, and then that counts as China. Zendaya. At least she's wearing something fun. Here we go. 2014, Charles James Beyond Fashion. Nah, I'm not going to discuss that. Going to move right along. Ooh, who's that? Coco Brandolini in Dolce & Gabbana. She's wearing a dress that has a print of Venice on it, and it's like a huge print that's actually quite fun. Go girls. All right, so here are some more themes. 2013, Punk, Chaos to Couture. 2012, Schiaparelli and Prada, Impossible Conversations. Whoa, what does that mean? If I got an invite and it said the theme is Schiaparelli and Prada, Impossible Conversations, I would not go because I don't know how to deal with that. What does that involve? What do I have in my wardrobe that could deal with that? 2011, Alexander McQueen, Savage Beauty. Oh, that would have been good. Alexander McQueen was that bitch, it's true. 2010, American Woman Fashioning a National Identity. What does that mean? 2009, The Modeler's Muse, Embodying Fashion. Boring. 2008, Superheroes, Fashion and Fantasy. I was pressed. I Googled this and I was like expecting people wearing fucking lycra. No. People just wearing normal shit. They're just wearing like a corset, like a loose corset with a flowy, what's that? What's the bottom half of the dress called? Hello? Can't remember. But I thought they would get it done and they just did not. The most superhero bit that I saw in my quick Google search was January Jones wearing a little thing on the corset that looked a little bit Wonder Woman-y. 2007. What is this? Poiret, King of Fashion. 2006, Anglomania. Tradition and transgression in British fashion. These are 2004, Dangerous Liaisons. Fashion and furniture. Furniture? Fashion and furniture? I want to know what that shit looks like. Met Gala 2004. Fashion and furniture. What does that involve? The curls look like couches. Do you remember that time Kim Kardashian wore that couch print and everyone said that she looked like a couch and then she started crying? This is fun. Why is Ivanka Trump there? How has she managed to get to all of these? Actually, that makes sense because you just pay to get in. The fucking look that I just gave the camera. Just like immediately filled with rage about nepotism. Just like, ugh. It's nepotism and also being rich. Like I know money can't buy happiness, but like if you're that rich, do you really get to be talking about how sad you are? If you can go to the Met Gala every year and spend $30,000 on a ticket. Anyway, Miss Girls, what else have we got? 2002, no theme. Met Gala 2002, let's have a look. If I got an invite that said no theme, I'd just start fucking screaming and running. And is it no theme because there was no Met Gala? Because none of these pictures are coming up. It's getting weird. 2001, Jacqueline Kennedy, The White House Years. That is so specific and niche. Again, I would not go. And then it looks like the late 90s were all, not all of them, a lot of them were specific designers. So like Christian Dior, 1996, Gianni Versace, 1997. Very interesting. As much as I've slandered the Met Gala on this here podcast episode, I would like to go. It's true. Do you remember James Charles went one year and everyone screamed and collapsed? Was that the camp here? I mean, James Charles going to the Met Gala was camp. The fact that he was there, that's camp. I would say if my channel blew the fuck up and I got to go to the Met Gala, that'd be pretty cool. Imagine that. Ugh. And I would just full send it, like outfit-wise. I don't care if people think that I'm insane with what I'm wearing. I don't understand the process of going to these events and not turning a look. Thank God we have Billy Porter. Thank God we have Harry Styles doing it now and Troye Sivan doing it as well. Actually, when I was talking in the episode that I deleted, the unhinged episode, let's call it that, I was talking about where are all the male pop stars? And where are they? Like if I say name 5 female pop stars, you could just rattle them off. Name a woman for $1. Like immediately I'm just like Britney, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, Adele, Rihanna, Beyonce. Like, you could just get so many because they're so good and there's so many of them. But then I'm like, name 5 male pop stars. Like, immediately I'm just thinking, Harry Styles, Troye Sivan, Shawn Mendes, Conan Gray, I guess. Is Ed Sheeran a pop star? Wait, no. Admitting that Ed Sheeran is a pop star goes against everything that I believe in because I love pop music. I can't discuss that right now. I don't have the mental capacity to deal with that. So we will not be discussing Edward Sheeranica. What would you wear to the Met Gala if you were invited? You're watching Watch Mojo's Top 10 Met Gala themes. Coming in at number 10. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Sometimes I wish my entire life was narrated by a Watch Mojo person. They just sound like they're having so much fun. I wonder how much they get paid. Maybe I should look into that as a career opportunity. Very interesting. I love fashion. Very big fan of fashion. I think that comes from my sister studying fashion and being a designer, and B, my mum just always like turning it up fashion wise. Like, even when my mum was a teacher, she was that teacher that would turn up wearing like over the top fun stuff. Like, she would turn up wearing like a tutu in really high heels, like that kind of vibe. And just the whole time, I've just thought that's so cool that my mum's just like sending it all the time. And I feel like I'm becoming more and more like that. Before, like, I was just wearing skinny jeans and a button-up shirt, but now I'm like, fucking whatever. Just like pick a item and just wear it wherever. So that's cool. Thanks, Mum, for that. Yeah. So I guess my fashion journey is just going in the direction of wearing whatever I want when I want. And buying less stuff, but buying nicer stuff. That seems to be where it's all going. So, yeah. I think I'm going to end the podcast there. I think I ranted enough for this episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like and leave me a comment if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to this, thank you for sticking through the episode, even though it was quite a visual one. Also, note for Patreon, I tried to change the tiers, but they wouldn't let me. So I'm keeping the same tiers, but I'm just switching up how I deliver the extra content. So before I was delivering it as like a YouTube video, but now they've made it so you can upload an audio file straight to Patreon. So that's how I'll do it. I'll upload extra content as an audio file once a week. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, catch me on all my other socials. I need to stop. Okay, thank you for all those. Oh my god. Thank you all for listening, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace out, bye.